Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, S4th season picks up where the third one left off. After killing Ronnie and Howard, respectively, Kanan and Rack left the scene in the season finale. Even though the shocking conclusion had its moment, there was a significant twist near the end when a unique who was still alive made his appearance. We were therefore left with a number of unanswered questions about our favorite characters, including where they go next and how some of them managed to survive. The first episode of Season 4, titled, Gangsters Don't Die, wastes no time in addressing one of those big questions, providing some much-needed insight and context for an important character's past. It also gets the ball rolling on the overarching spoilers ahead Season 4 plot. Unique was biding his time all along. Episode 1 opens with Unique entering the warehouse where Rack and Kanan killed Ronnie and Howard at the end of Season 3. The show then jumps ahead 3 months to show how Unique survived after his brother killed him. After the attack, Unique climbs to safety and eventually finds a payphone where he dials for help. Burly Tyler answers the phone, comes to save Unique, and drives him to a nearby veterinary clinic. While attempting to stabilize him for the time being, the doctor informs Tyler that Unique must be monitored constantly for the next 6 months in order to fully heal. Even though Tyler wants his money to save Unique, he understands that it is more crucial to keep Unique alive because the money can be obtained later. Following that, Tyler offers Unique a safe haven where he spends his days recovering. His caregiver is still tending to his wounds and providing him with food in the meanwhile. A few days later, the doctor shows up and informs Tyler that Unique was fortunate to be alive in the first place, but that he still needs to be admitted to the hospital due to the severity of his injuries. Although Tyler is aware of the worry, he knows that taking Unique anywhere in public would be a bad idea because the people who tried to kill him might still be looking to complete the job. Despite his best efforts to return to the normal world while injured, Unique knows that he should use his newfound invisibility as a cloak to accomplish his own goals instead of rushing back into the game. A significant piece of news is also revealed in the flashback. Rack is expecting Unique's child. They were examining a possible romance in the 3rd season. But after Rack returned to game mode and Unique was eliminated by his brother, everything began to fade. However, Rack became pregnant as a result of their brief encounter. She finds the news as surprising as anyone else could. She therefore keeps it a secret from those closest to her and does what she does best. Rather, she goes to the nearby hospital to perform an abortion on the unborn child. Rack is asked by the doctor why she wants to get rid of the baby. Please don't forget to subscribe. She clarifies that taking into account the quantity. Her reports inform the hospital staff that the unborn child's father recently departed away. As she prepares for her abortion, the doctor chooses to arrange for her to see a therapist in order to work out her emotions. Jukebox takes Rack home after the procedure. Oddly, Rack chooses to tell Jukebox about the abortion of the baby. As a result, only the girl is aware of Rack's child and the identity of the father. She anticipates that Jukebox will be taken aback by the news. The girl is too surprised, though, to even respond to the news. Rack advises her to hide it from the other members of the family. To the expanding list of lies that are spreading in Kanan's circle, there is yet another secret. This time around, though, even he learns a terrible secret. We get a glimpse of Marvin and Kanan's lives in the flashback when they are sorting out their issues. The former accepts an assignment from New York godfather Stefano Marchetti to threaten his powerful son-in-law, Tommaso. Throughout town, Tommaso has been unfaithful to his wife, who is also Stefano's daughter. Indirectly, Marvin is instructed to rough him up, which he does effectively. Stefano is probably willing to return one of his favors because the New York godfather is happy with his job and assures him that it will only benefit him in the future. Kanan, meantime, is suddenly presented with an odd issue. He has yet to turn in his high school research paper, and he must learn more about one of his grandparents to finish IT. It is difficult to believe Kanan is still a youngster in high school after all of his recent illicit activities, including drug selling. But for a little while, the study project plotline gives his character a semblance of normalcy. We watch him return to his grandmother's home and inquire about Grandpa Elijah. Kanan feels a connection to his late grandfather, whom his grandmother says is similar to him, in some way. Every member of the household is questioned by the youngster about Elijah's character and personality. Marvin, Lulu, and everyone else have something in common. Because of their distance from one another, he chooses not to ask his mother. She assures him that she will always love him without conditions, regardless of how much he despises her. Kanan later learns the startling news that his grandmother is dying of cancer. He is the only one who is aware of it, and she strongly advises him against telling her kids because she worries that they will make the news about themselves. Tyler is dispatched by Unique to reassess the situation outdoors and determine everyone's position in the puzzle. The latter comes back to let Unique know that Rack is back dealing even though he said he was out, and that Ronnie is working with Kanan. According to Unique, Kanan and Rack must be conspiring and probably sent Ronnie after him. Although Tyler notes that he is making significant assumptions.